Good morning, everybody. It is Friday morning, April 21st. Most of you will not know about this show I am talking about. It just dropped yesterday on Peacock. And if you don't have Peacock, you probably won't be able to watch it. But I'm not sure if it's in other places or not. So if you want to know what it's about, you can go search. But it's called Mrs. Davis. And I started watching it last night. I watched part of it this morning, but it is about kind of like artificial intelligence that has taken over the world. And one gal is fighting to take it down. So that's kind of the premise of the show. But as I started watching it, there were some white rabbits in it. Some of the stuff that they talked about this is what it's kind of making me think is it's very quirky, and it's trying to get people to think about the dangers of artificial intelligence in a little bit of a comedic way, in a quirky way. It's very mysterious, but it's got little things dropped in it along the way. And one of the things that I'm questioning, which I'm going to do some cards on, is it almost sounds as if the Cabal is also artificial intelligence, that those two have, and I mean, it makes sense. Those two have collaborated together to take over the world. And then there's the people that are resisting it, which would be all of us. And so I am interested to see more about this, because I feel like there are some drops in it that we might be interested in knowing about what AI is up to and how it is controlling everybody. So anyway, the one thing that I do want to ask, I just want to ask if this is, if it's a warning from the White Hats about the dangers of AI, because it promises, people that basically they'll get these wings. And I don't know, there's just comments in it that I feel like I understand because I am awake, and those of you who are awake will probably go, I think I get that. So anyway, is Mrs. Davis warning us? That's a big fat yes. The Ace of Swords just came out. So it is a show about warning us about the dangers of AI and not falling for it. So I'm going to say, keep resisting. I mean, we have artificial intelligence, a thing called Max at my office, where people can get information about their files. And sometimes they did it, I think, to communicate better with the younger generation, because the younger generation, they want to use their phone for everything. They don't have any interest in talking on the phone. They would rather get everything from their phone and just that's it. So I feel like they started that Max app to communicate with the younger generation. But I also had a conversation with an older gentleman one day that was getting mysterious texts from Max, and he was mad about it. He's like, I don't want to be on this thing. It's weird and blah, 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 blah. And I was kind of laughing, but it was kind of freaking him out. So I had to send him over to processing so they could take him off of that automatic artificial intelligence system. So anyway, I want to point you in that direction. If you have Peacock, if you can watch Mrs. Davis, it's interesting. And I think we can learn something from it about maybe what the dark side, the AI, what they're up to, I guess is a good way to put that. The other thing that I want to talk about real quick is the video that I put up yesterday, and I was talking about people being stuck. And this is what I want to say. We have had psychological warfare on us for a very, very long time, from AI, from the dark side. And I want you to just think about this for a second. if you are stuck in fear and unable to move, then that means the dark side won on you. They accomplished what they wanted to do on you. I mean, we know that this happened to a lot of people, but it seems like a lot of the light warriors may be stuck in that fear pattern. And if you thought the dark side had won over you, would you fight harder to get out of that space? That's just my question, is if you are stuck and you feel like you are down in the dumps and depressed and you're surrounded by stuff and you're having a hard time moving. And when I say moving, like doing anything of forward movement to do anything good for the good side, then the bad guys won. So check yourself off the list, maybe, as one of them that they got. They captured you. I mean, is that harsh or is that true? I fight every day to not let them suck me into their bullshit. And sometimes I have better days than others, and as I try to work my way out of the mud, if I am feeling kind of that, I am doing everything I can to get myself out of that stuck spot, to move forward. So I just want you to think about that, is if you are super stuck, does that mean the bad guys won on you, or are you just taking a break? Maybe that's the question. Are you just taking a mental break, or did they literally win? Did their psychological warfare of fear suck you up and spit you out, and they won? I want you to think about that over the weekend. And think about doing one thing that might pull you out of that stuck spot. Sometimes it is eating good for a day and not eating a bunch of carbs and feeling depressed the next day. Sometimes it is cleaning your bathroom. Sometimes it's giving a good cleaning to your home. Sometimes it's throwing some stuff out and moving the energy around. Maybe it's planting some flowers or something. I don't know. I'm just going to ask, if you haven't completely submitted to the fear porn and the psychological warfare, and if you think you still have some fight in you, then I'm going to ask you, do one thing this weekend to try to point you in the right direction if you've got some fight left in you. That's it. I hate to see a lot of my warriors and warrioresses. I don't even know what the female version of a warrior is. Maybe it is the word warrior. I hate to see my people sucked in by the bad guys, by the AI, feeling like they have no way out of the depths of whatever is going on. That makes me sad to think that they were able to take some of my people out. So anyway, think about that. Think about where you are in that position. Do you still have some fight left in you? Can you pull yourself out of that spot? Or do we just need to give up on you? Have a good day. Bye.